Today I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can use to fold your sweatshirt. We're going to have a look at everything from file folding to regular folds. I'm going to show you some cool rolls that you can use as well. It's a little bit space saving. So let's get started with the standard way of folding your sweatshirts here first of all. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn the shirt on its back here so that we have the entire back side facing up like this. And then from here we're going to fold the arms in first. So there are a few different ways we can fold in the arms. I think the best one will be to fold the arm all the way over to the other side like this, and then we fold it back down like so. You can do this with the other arm as well, quick and easy. Make sure it doesn't pass the end of the sweater here. From here we're going to split the sweater into 4 parts from side to side. So we're going to fold in 1/4 of the sweater in towards the middle first like this. Make sure everything is nice and even. And then we repeat the process here on the other side as well. So you want to make sure that it lines up nicely on both sides. Don't let it go inwards towards the bottom. If you do that, it's going to look a little bit strange when we fold it over. So yeah, nice even lines running parallel down each side here. These should meet in the middle as well. Now from here we're going to split the sweater into 3 parts from top to bottom. And we're going to start by folding the bottom up 1/3 of the way like this. And then we can take the top here and we fold it down as well 1/3 of the way. And there you go, perfectly folded sweater in the standard style, I guess. Next I want to show you a little bit of a variation here on this fold that is going to make it save a little bit more space. So again we're going to start here by placing the sweater with the back side facing up like this. And from here we're going to fold in the arms all the way over to the other side like this. And then you fold it back like so. Repeat the process with the other arm on the other side here, all the way over and down. The variation I wanted to show you here is that we split the sweater into 3 parts instead of 4 parts here from side to side. We're going to get a more narrow fold that's slightly thicker. And now when you do this, we want to make sure that we don't fold over the collar of the sweater here. That if you do that, it's going to get creased right there. So let's do 1/3 of the way. And again, we need to make sure it doesn't, you don't want this. Essentially, you don't want it to pass, the fold to pass over the collar. And we repeat the process on the other side like so. Make sure it's nice and even, again running down the length of the sweatshirt. So this is the problem with these sweatshirts, right? They fold inwards towards the bottom. So we need to compensate by folding in more of the fabric of the top to get the even line running down it, like you can see here. Anyway, let's split it into 3 parts again, and we'll start with the bottom. Up 1/3 of the way like this, making sure it's nice and even here. And then from here we can take the top part and fold it back. Bam! Ta-da! There you have beautifully more space-saving version of the standard way to fold the shirts. You know, I'm always worried when I make this video, because I do this in one take, right? That when I fold it over, it's going to look strange. But it usually works out fine. Anyway, let's have a look at the file fold as well. The file fold is what some of you may know as the KonMari fold. It's essentially, we fold garments so that we can stack them next to each other in the dresser instead of stacking them on top of each other, which would be the style in which we just did these 2 previous folds. To file fold one of these sweatshirts, what we need to do is start by placing it with the front side facing up this time. So from here we're going to take the arms and we're going to fold them. Either you can fold them just over to the other side like this, or you can place them again down towards the bottom here like so. It's really up to you which one you prefer. We repeat the process here on the other arm as well. Same on both. You don't want one down and one over. That could be fun to try though. And anyway, over to the other side and down we go like so. Make sure it's inside the area of the sweater so that it doesn't like hang out. Then it's going to get too wide. Also making sure it doesn't pass the end here of the sweater. So from here we're going to split the sweater into 3 parts from side to side again. And we fold over one side first, 1/3 of the way. So we want to be again mindful that we don't fold over the collar area here so that that doesn't get all creased up. We repeat on the other side here, fold that all the way over. Now if it doesn't reach the other side entirely, that's totally fine, don't worry about it. It's much better that the fabric lands where it lands than you try to force it, then it's just going to end up looking kind of wonky when you're done folding. Anyway, from here we're going to split it into 3 parts from top to bottom. And this time we're going to start by folding the area with the collar down first. We want to fold this into the fold here because it's going to rest on the bottom of the leg, as you will see here. So fold it over one more time like so. And there we have it. From here you can take the shirt, compress it together And when you place it down now, you'll see it will stand on its own. If you have problem making it stand up, usually some of these sweatshirts are made of kind of slippery synthetic fabrics. What you can do is kind of make a triangle shape, as you can see here, and just press it down. That way it's going to stand more easily on its own. Also, when you have others next to each other, they kind of support each other, which is awesome. And by the way, if you want to get a cheat sheet on how you can do this fold on your other garments as well, I have one that you can get for free at organizing.tv/free. Just sign up with your email and I'll send that directly to your inbox. It's a pretty cool PDF. Anyway, let's move on to the rolls there. The rolls are pretty cool. The rolls are most commonly used for travel, or you could use them to kind of prevent creases. That is, the first roll is going to prevent creases, so let's start with that one. So again, I'm laying the sweatshirt here down with the front side facing up. Now for the arms and the rolls, I'm just going to recommend that you fold them over to the other side on both sides here, like this, so that they overlap each other. You can fold them down as well in some circumstances, but for this example, let's just do it like this. And then from here, we can either fold in 1/3 of the way here, or 1/4 of the way. It's really up to you. If you do 1/4 of the way, you can get a wider and thinner roll. If you do 1/3, it's going to be shorter but thicker, right? Let's do 1/3 first, why not? And like that. Again, we want to make sure that we don't fold over the collar area here. And we repeat on the other side. If it ends up looking like this and doesn't go all the way over, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It builds a little bit more in the arms when you fold them over, so that is why. Anyway, let's start rolling here. So for this roll in particular, I like to start from the bottom here. You don't want to roll it tightly at all if you want to preserve the sweater, prevent creases. The tighter you roll, of course, the more creases there are going to be in the sweater. If you just roll it up gently like this, it's going to be minimal creases on it. And there we go. Now these can be just stacked in the dresser like this. I usually do this fold for sweaters that I really want to preserve, like knit sweaters. I always do this. You can use this for travel too, just be aware. It takes a little bit more space than the next roll I'm going to show you, which is going to be the space-saving roll. My favorite for travel. Actually, this is a little bit funny because I am going traveling tomorrow, so I'm actually going to fold this up and put it in my bag. Anyway, let's start here with the front side facing up like this. And from here, we're going to fold the bottom of the sweater underneath itself like this. We're going to use this part to make a pocket. Now, you want to take quite a significantly big chunk here, probably at least 6 inches. This is a large sweater, so if you have a small one, perhaps 4 to 5 inches. You could even consider 7 on a large, extra large sweaters here. It just depends on the size of your sweater, to be honest. Anyway, once you've folded about, let's say 6 inches under here, we're going to fold it back down like that. So now this fold is underneath the sweater, right? From here, we're going to take the arms and we're going to fold them over to the other side. We repeat the process on the other side as well here. And then let's do 1/4 of the way this time. On the previous fold, we did 1/3 of the way. So folding it in 1/4 of the way on one side, and repeat the process on the other side like so. Once you have it nice and lined up like this, we're ready to start rolling it up. And we're going to do that from the end with the collar here this time. So we're rolling the collar into the roll essentially. The tighter you roll, the more space you're going to save. But like I said, the more tight you roll, you're also going to crease it up more. So it's kind of a balancing act. How much do you want to preserve the garment and how much do you want to save space, right? Once you reach the bottom like this, you want to grab hold of the entire roll and lift it up with one hand like so. Then you have your other hand free here, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold this part over the roll here like that. Make sure it's nice and secured. Once it's secured, take your free hand, turn it around, and now you can repeat the process here on the other side as well, like so. Ta-da! And this is going to hold together really nicely. If it looks a little bit wonky, kind of weird the first time you do this, what you can do is take your thumbs and stick them inside and just kind of massage the edges here. You can also give it a little bit of a Norwegian massage here on top if you want to shape it. I'm Norwegian, by the way, so do whichever country massage you're from, I guess. And as you can imagine, this can be a little bit of a process until you get the hang of it, right? There is a lot to learn. Now, I have made videos on pretty much every garment there is out there at this point, where I pretty much go over how you can fold them, organize them. Also, about 9 months ago, I think, I made this huge video on how to organize your entire wardrobe. I break it down into 3 steps. Like first we decide which clothes we want to keep prevalently available, then which ones we maybe want to put in storage or something. Then we go through the process of cleaning that up, and After that, I'll show you how you can organize your wardrobe really neat and nicely, either using these rolls or the file folds. Generally, I recommend I think that's the third one that we did in this video, right? If that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.